What's going on, everybody? It's the One Shot Killers podcast. I am your host, a hardcore icon, Brent Scott Noon, with your co-host, the King of Bug Style, JoJo Valvano. Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing great, good brother. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just got off work, ready. Well, man, but there's something big we got to get into, man. This happened again and again and again and again and again in the course of 10 years. I think I've repeated this sentence. You've repeated this sentence. The internet has repeated this sentence more times over the years than they would like to admit. WWE has ruined Bray Wyatt again. And honestly, they have completely killed the momentum of LA Knight. Yeah.
But before we get into LA Knight, the Bray Wyatt stuff really bothers me, bro. Because I rewatched the Firefly Funhouse from yesterday, and it was absolutely terrible. The worst one I've ever seen.
I feel like, all right, so I'm going to tell you something. You have to understand a lot of symbolic messages with Bray Wyatt, and you got to be able to break down things, because it's not just a typical wrestling promo. It's not just I'm going to win the championship. Bray Wyatt puts a lot of religious and a lot of satanic little tidbits in his things. So a lot of times his promos and stuff have a deeper and darker meaning than what me and you can pick up from the first watch. I watched it again today, and it was just, it was what it was, typical creepy, right? But when you pay attention to that, like, Bray Wyatt, to me, in this, like, you ever seen how, like, the Joker goes crazy? He'll talk to himself, like, crackling, laughing.
Yeah.
He puts himself in situations where he knows he's going to get hurt, he's probably going to lose, but he loves it.
Yeah.
Watching that Firefly Funhouse, I got that same exact feeling. Because let's be honest, we all know Bobby Lashley's going to hurt Bray. You know what I mean? We all know this ain't going to go too well. But there's a crackling laughter, like a Joker-type laughter coming from Bray Wyatt. And I don't know if that's genius or if it's just really fucking stupid. But
Another thing I noticed about that story, or about the Firefly Funhouse yesterday, there was a voice, a girl screaming, and a lot of people are saying it's Alexa Bliss, saying don't do it.
And see, I thought Alexa Bliss and Bray always paired great together. It's just when Bray got fired, the people turned against her. So I would personally say do it, but to be honest with you, when I heard the voice, I didn't hear Alexa. She just has a certain kind of voice, you know what I mean? I don't know how to put it to you, just like, your voice is distinct. You probably know my voice. I thought that was the voice of Liv Morgan.
I could see that too, and honestly, I would be fine with either one, because both of them just, to me, fit Bray Wyatt. I just hate how they, like, he goes to call out Brock and Bobby, and then Bobby wins by a low blow, freaking Brock low blows Bobby, so Bobby won. But
he did say he would face the winner. He did say that.
I just don't see Bobby versus Bray being something I want to see, or even Brock versus Bray.
And I agree. I think both would be horrible, but you have to understand why Bobby versus Brock is Bobby versus Bray is the better idea.
I agree. I do think that's the better idea than Omos and Brock, or even Bobby and Brock. But it's
no. I'm saying out of Brock and Bray, or Lashley and Bray. Lashley and Bray is the better option.
I do.
Because I think
needs the victory.
Brock and Omos.
Bobby needs the victory, and so does Bray. Bray loses again, bro. Like, he didn't lose yet, but I'm just saying if he does lose, like, how are we supposed to see anything in him if he lost to Bobby Lashley?
And that's what
loses a lot too.
And see, that's my problem, and this is where I don't know, good brother. I really don't. I feel like this story is fucked because right now you have two guys who really, really need a win. You know what I mean? And I would say, like, I know a lot of people are going to side with Bray over Bobby. I feel like in every storyline Bray's in, people just cater to Bray over that other person. But I would still say that Bobby versus Bray is better than Lesnar versus Bray. But however, I do believe that Lesnar versus Omos, unfortunately, is actually set for Mania.
Ugh, I still can't believe that. But, like, I know today isn't about that. It's about the Bray Wyatt stuff that really bothers me more because I'm more invested with Bray than I am with Brock. Brock doesn't do nothing for me. Like, I don't want to hate on Brock. He's done a lot of good things in his career. Nowadays, I just don't care for him. If he left and never came back, I would never care. I'm telling you.
Damn. But fucking, I mean, I can't blame you completely because, you know, my problem with the Brock and Bobby stuff is this. You have two legitimate fighters, two legitimate badasses. You know what I mean? An NCAA division heavyweight champion in college amateur wrestling, a former UFC heavyweight champion, and somebody, like I said before, who ran a football field in Olympic time with a torn nutsack. Fucking Brock Lesnar, when he wants to do something, is the baddest motherfucker alive. Bobby Lashley is undefeated in MMA. He was a soldier for the U.S. Army. And I don't know too much of the logistics of his background in college, but he is a legitimate dude. He could fucking kill you. You know, once you're in the military, your hands become certified weapons. So fucking, I think if you're going to do this match, what they should have done from the beginning was have them just beat the dog shit out of each other. Unfortunately, they didn't go that route, and I don't think if we had a fourth match at Mania, it was going to happen. So them going on to different things is not the problem. But my problem right now is that Bray Wyatt has been, on the main roster since 2014?
2013, before SummerSlam. It was the Money in the Bank coming up. I believe it was Money in the Bank 2013 before that Raw. That's when the Wyatt family debuted.
And he attacked Kane. It was badass. Took out Kane's leg and fucking made a statement. And then fucking that character was ruined. And then he had to go and reinvent himself. And then that character got ruined. Then he goes and reinvents himself and not to the Fiend just yet, but the version of Bray Wyatt that was with Matt Hardy and they were doing the Woken shit. And fucking that got over. Then it was over, and then they had to go and reinvent himself. He's off TV for a few months. Then comes the Fiend. That gets fucking more over than it ever should have. And fucking
the same year they destroyed it.
Same fucking year, bro. It took less than 1 year for them to kill the greatest creation Bray Wyatt's ever had.
Did you hear that SummerSlam 19 reaction when he came out to that first ever music?
Oh, I did. Before the red lights, and it was the black lights with the smoke and the fucking music. And like, bro, it's beautiful. Go watch the Fiend entrance from 2019. That alone will give you fucking goosebumps.
You hear holy shit chants.
And like, I don't know if you recall this, but do you remember that title that Bray had that had his like Fiend mask on it?
Yeah, that was badass.
They made a replica title of it that sold for $800 on WWEshop.com. That title sold out, JoJo. $800 title sold out for one guy.
That's what I mean, bro. Bray is so over with everybody, and I still can't believe they fucked him over 4 different times that I can remember. The Bray Wyatt character, the first one, then it was the Fiend, then it's this one. Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania when she freaking all that shit came down her face, they fucked him over then.
So for me, my first recollection is WrestleMania 30. Yeah, I feel like that's the first. And then after that, when Bray had the dreads and he had won the WWE title, he wasn't quite the same character he was with the Wyatts, but he wasn't quite the Woken character with Matt Hardy yet. Fucking that was good, and then the Randy Orton feud happened. And then fucking put him with Matt Hardy, it gets over, they take him away. And then the Fiend. And the Fiend, bro, even the Firefly Funhouse, before the Fiend ever gets introduced, that first Firefly Funhouse, what night after WrestleMania? Fucking, they blew the fucking roof off the place, and that it was the most over fucking thing about Raw. And then they ruined the Fiend to Seth Rollins, then to Goldberg, and then
Randy
at WrestleMania, and and that's not including burning him on fire and all that fucking shit. And then fucking they bring him back for 4 months. He's cutting promos for 4 months. He's back in the WWE. He has not had a match. He has his first match at the Royal Rumble, and it was a fucking disaster.
Yeah, bro. It just you have such a special character, and I don't see how they don't see nothing in this guy. They screw him over every time, and he's one of the loyal ones that he actually cares about his character. He wants to make it big. He's not just trying to make money from it. Like, he's trying to do other things, and then you got Vince McMahon burning his freaking character down. It pisses me off, bro. It really does.
Same, because there is a lot of layers to the Bray Wyatt character. There's a lot of depth into the Bray Wyatt character, and some that you cannot understand. If you are just watching wrestling and all you understand is the basic wrestling promo, you will never get Bray Wyatt. It's why Vince McMahon does not understand Bray Wyatt. He is not normal. What he is doing, he's putting religious depth into his character. He's putting satanic depth into his character, hauntings and ghosts and all kinds of fucking shit. You've got to understand a lot of spirituality and mythology to understand Bray Wyatt's character. It goes beyond professional wrestling. And that's why I think, it's very hard for some people like your Vince McMahons to understand Bray Wyatt, because you've got to really understand religion. You've got to understand the occult. You've got to understand spirituality. Then once you have a grip on that, go and watch the Bray Wyatt stuff, because then you will realize it's fucking genius. But however, Bray Wyatt's just doing too much, because at the end of the day, people are not going to always understand that. They're not always going to get that. So fucking, I think you got to dumb it down a little bit to cater to an audience. And I'm not saying that everybody's a fucking idiot or something, but what I am telling you is that if you cannot understand the character of Bray Wyatt, chances are there's a part you're missing. And fucking, I think that because he has so many layers to his character, I actually believe it hurts him to some degree.
Can I be honest?
Mm-hmm.
When his first Firefly Funhouse, the night after WrestleMania 35, I did not like it. I was not a fan, but it grew on me.
And that's honestly how it was for a lot of us, because you either were going to think this is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever fucking seen, or you're going to go, or you're going to go, the fuck was that? That was fucking brilliant. But, all right, look, and this is one that I'll give you. Abandon ye all hope who enter here. It's on the Firefly Funhouse door. That's not something Bray Wyatt came up with. That's not just a funny little slogan. There is a part to scripture that talks about the devil and finding the way to hell. And there was a sign on like a cave or something. I would really have to dig into it again myself. But it says, abandon ye all hope who enter here. And what that means is that when you go into that place, you are now walking into hell. And whatever happens to you, happens to you. So when you challenge Bray, when you come on to the Funhouse, abandon ye all hope who enter here, he is telling you that you're going to get ready to enter hell. And fucking, there are certain, it's little things like that. Or, you remember the QR codes?
Yeah.
One was Samson. Samson is the strongest man in the Bible. But he lost his strength when he lost his sight, and then eventually his hair, which doesn't make sense, but you know what? Just go with it. So anyways, the reason he was betrayed was by a woman. All right, because she had, I think she had got him drunk or some shit. And anyways, these two dudes came out, gouged his eyes out, cut his hair, all this yada yada. When you look at Bray Wyatt, he was betrayed. Samson was betrayed by Delilah, and Bray Wyatt was betrayed by Bliss. What he is telling you in that QR code is Alexa Bliss took my strength. When she betrayed me, she gouged my eyes out.
I agree, and honestly, bro, I just hope they fix this. I hope something good happens to Bray, because I really don't want to say it, but they have ruined him, and that's just the honest truth.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll be honest with you, brother, I don't know if this can be recovered. I really don't. Because when you look at the Royal Rumble and then what just happened on SmackDown with Bray and LA Knight, I love Kofi. Really do. And, and Kofi Mania to me is one of the most special moments in all of pro wrestling history. However, it was not the time for him to go over. He's a vet in the business. He's been, from my recollection, he's been there since 2008. So we're in 2023 now. Next year will be 2024. So he's been there 13, 14 years. He has done it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would say to put him over, I don't think that was the right call. And I think that could have really helped LA Knight going over a beloved babyface like Kofi Kingston. That could have done really good for him. So I don't know. They could turn it around. I mean, fuck, we've seen Jinder Mahal go from nobody to champion.
Yeah.
If they want to turn this around, they could. But the question is, will they?
I don't see it. But before we talk about the LA Knight stuff, you got something to smoke there, brother?
Oh, hell yeah. Got a ball pack right here. What?
Yeah.
My bad, Brand. I know I put it on the screen, but I forgot, and I apologize.
What's up,
Jordan? And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Wait for you to torture up, and while you are, I'm just gonna go through comments real quick. Hey, happy Saturday. God bless you, bros. God bless you, Jordan. And I hope you're having a great Saturday. And how are you doing today, JoJo and Jordan?
I'm doing good. How about you, Brandon? Jordan?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just went to work, paid some bills. Now coming here, chilling, about to smoke.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. And Bray Wyatt always has the worst. Oh my God, that's true.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt always has the worst WrestleManias, but WrestleMania 36 was pretty good for Bray.
I agree.
All right, she's red hot. Look at that, bro. That is fucking glowing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I got bog water in my mouth. I
know that feeling, bro. I hate that.
it's like, bro, when you're on the toilet and then the water splashes up.
Bro, LA Knight losing though, that was a joke.
Oh my God.
Not a good one either.
Oh no, that was just fucking horrible. Like, why? Like, all right, look, LA Knight at the Royal Rumble got one hit in that whole match. Go watch it back. All right. If you can withstand the lights, because I know some people with seizures and all that, you may not be able to, but go back and watch it. LA Knight one hit that entire match. And fucking they buried him. And then fucking what was it, JoJo? You said it was about 13 minutes that match with Kofi?
Yeah, and honestly, I want to say it was a good match, but like I said, I think about outcomes, the ending. The ending is what mattered. He lost.
And that is very true. But who knows, man? Like, maybe this being a good match, like you said, maybe that's enough to get the crowd somewhat invested. You know what I mean? And then they'll want to see him do more. I mean, because the reason I say this is look at Ziggler. He loses a lot. But because he always has really good matches, people always want more for Ziggler. So do you think that kind of same thing could happen with LA Knight, or is it too late? What?
I don't know. Like, I don't want to say yeah, but you never know. Like, they could easily fix this, but we got 4 weeks to Mania, bro. Like, what is LA Knight gonna do?
Fix it after Mania. Fix it at, like, look, I know you're not gonna like that answer, but fix it after Mania. And then you start the new year right.
Yeah, but I really want to see Stone Cold and LA Knight in a promo at WrestleMania. Yeah.
What? Yeah. What? Yeah. What? Yeah.
Dude, I would literally love that. I seriously would shut my mouth and just sit there and listen to what, yeah.
Oh, that would be fucking badass. But who knows, man? I mean, shit, SummerSlam is the next build-up. And if you got to rebuild LA Knight to have that match, you could. You could.
I'd be down for it. I want LA Knight to do something big at Mania. He deserves it. He's such a good promo, bro. He went from freaking, what's his old character he had? Dupree.
Max Dupree.
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 Yeah.
That shit was fucking stupid.
Bro. He got that over.
Like, so think about that. And if he could come back from it, you know what I mean? And that was an even worse gimmick, why can't he come back?
I just hated that he lost, man. Knowing that he lost to Bray, and now he lost to Kofi, and that's no diss. But Kofi hasn't done really nothing big in the since 2019, really. That was huge.
He won the NXT tag titles from Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, but then they lost them.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, wait, did they?
Yeah, they lost them.
Oh, damn, I'm sorry. I don't watch NXT.
Because the New Day were out yesterday, and they had no titles with them, and it said no NXT champions or either. So it just said New Day.
Oh, well, fuck. Never mind. Bray Wyatt versus Darby Allin, or Bray Wyatt versus Stang. Imagine MJF versus Bray Wyatt.
The way you said Stang.
Oh, I meant to say Bray Wyatt versus Sting.
Stang.
Shit, I'm going to say this. Bray Wyatt versus Stang would be great, man. It really would.
Yeah, Stang!
Stang! And I love SummerSlam 2019, but not the ending, though. It's a great match, though. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins.
Wait, what do you mean not the ending? The ending of the
SummerSlam 2019?
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought you meant... Oh, wait, I'm still high. Okay, I'm confused. Never mind. Ignore me. Beep, beep, beep.
He's got so high. And, it's all good, bros. I'm loving it. Woo!
He's loving it.
Let's see. I'm blessed, bros. God is good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I love the title of this video. Thank you, man. Because it's so
true.
Real. Blatant interference wrestling. This is so true. They have killed this man's career time and time and time and time and time and time again. And every time that they ruin this man, he goes and reinvents himself, gets over, fucking the crowd gets invested into him, and then they ruin it again. And then again. And then again. And it's like, what the fuck? What does Bray Wyatt have to do? And I told you, that fucking $800 title, he sold out. An $800 fucking title. Then fucking, what was it? These little Firefly Funhouse boxes WWE shop did like once a month. Sold out every fucking time.
It's crazy, bro. Bray and LA Knight know how to get themselves over and over and over and over. No matter what they do, they get over.
And so that's why I'm saying, bro, I know it. I want to say this. I know it looks bleak right now, and I'm tired of WWE doing this stupid fucking shit. But I'm telling you, I do believe that they're going to get over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bray had a match with The Undertaker. It was a piece of shit match. And even way before that, I'd given up on him, LOL. Man, you're right about that. And that's another match we can talk about. I mean, shit. Bray. Now, look, Taker was not going to lose 2 years in a row at WrestleMania. That wasn't going to happen. And it sucks that it had to be Bray because, honestly, I would have had Bray beat the streak. I would have had Bray beat the streak. All right? Bray needed that. Brock Lesnar did not need that. And but once again, it's not about getting the young guy over anymore. I think it's about keeping guys like Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, Roman Reigns up here and keeping everybody else down here.
It just pisses me off. Bray should have had the moment I still say this, Money in the Bank 2014, it should have been Bray, not Cena.
Yeah, man, 1,000% agree. 1,000% agree. And it's like, bro, how many times do I got to reinvent myself? How many times do I got to come back even stronger to keep being torn down, keep being torn down? And it kind of reminds me of this. Michael Jordan, greatest of all time in the NBA. And fucking, he missed more shots than he ever scored. He lost more games than he won. And not only that, he was kicked off his high school basketball team. But however, we consider him the greatest of all time. And so now what made him the greatest? He didn't give up. He kept getting up, kept doing bigger shit, doing bigger shit, doing bigger shit. He just kept growing, bro. He never fucking stopped. And that's what makes Michael Jordan the greatest of all time. And I do believe that when Bray Wyatt's career is said and done, one thing that's going to make him one of the greatest of all time, he kept coming back, kept reinventing himself. And no matter how many times you or anyone else try to discredit him, guess what? He still came back.
I just hope he does, man, because I don't want to see Bray leave again and get fired or something like that. I just want him to succeed because I know he's good. I know he's great.
And I agree. And honestly, I feel the same way about both men. LA Knight, man, he was once the Impact or champion. NXT, it took a while, but he got over. And then everybody wanted to see him on top of there. They brought him to the main roster as Max Dupree and fucking Maximum Male Models. That should have never got to where it did, but it didn't get to where it did without LA Knight. Yeah. And then,
he's the one.
I've said it 1,000 times now, but Raw 30, you're in the ring with the fucking Undertaker, and that crowd's not standing up just because the Undertaker. That crowd was standing up because the promo coming from LA Knight.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, I honestly, and not only that, did you notice the 2K games, the ones who do all the moves and stuff, like the motion capture? He does it all. The entrances, the fucking moves, everything. He has done it all. So what that means, before he was ever on NXT, before he ever got a WWE main roster contract, he was still doing this. Like, bro, what? How much does a man got to give till he gets?
The last thing I'm going to say about both of them, honestly, is they need to be pushed. They need to be up there with top cards, and they need to be just doing great things, because whatever Bray did yesterday just wasn't it for me.
Absolutely. What's up, Sid? And love LA Knight. Same, man. And now, JoJo, last question. If you had to do some booking for both men to re-get them over, what would you do?
Honestly, I would just let LA Knight do his promos, man. Let him cut promos, let him wrestle a little bit, and have him in a feud with Stone Cold at Mania. And they don't have to wrestle. They can just have a promo going off on each other. That's all I really need. I just really want to see that.
I think that would be bad fucking ass. And maybe you start it there, and I know it'd be drawn out a little bit. I don't know how you do the workarounds, but if you started that feud at WrestleMania and then it carried to SummerSlam, now you have LA Knight, Stone Cold on two major pay-per-views. If that doesn't get him over, I really don't know what would.
I agree. And then with Bray, I would really transform him back into the original Bray Wyatt family, or the original Wyatt family. But then again, you can't do that.
Rest in peace, Brody Lee. We can't. I wouldn't bring it back just because it's not going to be the same without Brody. I think that what I would do, I would bring back The Fiend. I just told you some of the money The Fiend was able to make, and he made that company a lot of money. I would have to assume that you bring back The Fiend, and this time you get it right. Because, man, if you had such a money-making gimmick, I know Bray said that The Fiend was dead and everything, and he wasn't going back to that. But if you have such a money-making gimmick, why wouldn't you do it?
Reborn him. Make him reborn, bro, and have him so more, like, destructive. Just have him destroy everyone. He doesn't need the world title. I don't want him as the champion, because then someone has to beat him. I'm good.
Well, I mean, that's even if he doesn't win, we all lose at some point. That's just life. But, you know, he cannot lose for a little while. He can't lose.
2 years, maybe. Let him go a 2 year streak.
That's crazy. You look at one of the problems with Roman Reigns' booking. It's because he's beating everybody.
Yeah, but he's never on. He's
no,
never on half the time, bro. He's never on.
Yeah, all right, but that doesn't mean nothing. If you have him beat everybody for 2 years straight, the crowd will eventually turn against him.
Okay, a year then.
Okay, I can take a year. And LA Knight, I have liked since he was in NWA Hollywood, but I don't know if they will get behind him enough.
I wish they would.
I think they should. I mean, you look at the reactions he's got, some, and not just from the crowd, but other workers involved. I don't see how he wouldn't get over. You know what I mean? And I really think if Vince McMahon's back in creative, and I think he is, I think that's LA Knight and Bray's biggest problem. It's not because of how good or not good they are. It's because one out of touch old man can't fucking book anybody right.
Because he doesn't want them. He doesn't like them. If it was up to them, they'd be gone. Because he already fired them.
Oh, absolutely. And who's to say he wouldn't do it again?
Yeah.
And said, me too. LA Knight could be 90s wrestlers. If this man was in Ruthless Aggression era or WWF era, would be dangerous. LA Knight, man, could honestly, any generation could get over. His speaking ability, his wrestling ability, his look, he'd get over in any era. I just don't know why it's taking this long to do it. And some guy, you streaming on my phone while I watch XFL. Fuck yeah. And y'all know I'm XFL for life. Fuck yeah. I still appreciate you for joining us, Sid. And I hope you're enjoying the game. And see. Hey, Blayton, how are you doing? And yeah, the Mountain Dew match, Raver match was bad. Months of build to that. Exactly. Months of build. 4 months to that.
For shit.
And now they're talking about a cinnamon. We didn't even mention this. A cinnamon toast crunch match potentially coming because the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match drew so much money. Vince McMahon was actually looking at a cinnamon toast crunch match.
This company,
bro.
This company sometimes, bro. I swear.
Now look, I think this. I don't know. I hear Vince McMahon in my head sometimes, and I hear him going, "Yeah, damn it, Cinnamon Toast Crunch was my favorite as a kid, pal. And I'm gonna have them wrestle in a bowl of cereal." Yeah,
this is so bad, bro. We already seen the Mountain Dew. What makes you think we're not seeing this?
There's nothing in my mind that makes me think we're not seeing this. I'm almost 100% since the rumors came out 2 months ago that we are.
Why, Vince?
And they should have had The Rock versus John Cena and The Rock. No. They ruined Eric Rowan against The Rock in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's a no for me. We already seen Super Cena bury the Wyatt family. I don't need to see The Rock and Cena.
I'm sorry. And I know The Rock best Eric Rowan at WrestleMania 32 seconds.
I hated that so much. I hated that. That's another moment that killed him.
And we talk about, Wyatt's. I know Rowan's not Bray Wyatt, but he's a part of that Wyatt family. Buried in, like you said, Jordan, 2 seconds to The Rock.
So bad, bro. Why?
And Bray Wyatt joined AEW. Nah.
No, I'm telling you, bro. That's a no for me. That's even worse.
Here's my reason no. If Bray Wyatt was a regular pro wrestler, by all means, yes. But with the type of character and wrestler Bray Wyatt is, it would not work. And here are your reasons why. Broken Matt Hardy, Abaddon, House of Black.
Yeah.
And see, the issue I think is LA Knight, Sean Ricker who is already 40, which isn't old at all, but they'd rather invest in someone like Austin Theory.
I hate that shit, man.
It's
true though.
It is true. 40, you should be at the main title because wrestling does have levels of age. Any sport, I don't give a damn. NFL, NBA, UFC, WWE, it has age limits and it has levels. And fucking 30 to 40 is usually your prime. That's when you should be main eventing. Your 20s and early 30s, you should honestly not be winning matches. You should be putting over other talent, paying your dues, and then when the time is right, then you get your moment to shine. But this business has always been about paying dues, so I'm gonna always keep to that. And but with the age that LA Knight's on, Eli Drake, Sean Ricker, whatever you prefer to call him, he is 40 years old. And he's not an upcoming guy. That is true. He does not have the longest career ahead of him like your Austin Theory, who's 24. But Austin Theory shouldn't be in the spot he's in because, like I said, look at 80s wrestling, 70s wrestling, 90s wrestling. The young guy always puts over the older talent. Then he learns and gets some experience. Then by the time he's in his early, maybe mid-30s, if not late 20s, then he's getting his moment. You know what I mean? So, to me, this is all ass backwards when you look at the history of pro wrestling. Right now, age-wise, Austin Theory should be on the bottom of the card. Age-wise, LA Knight should be, if not the main event, pretty fucking close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck did I just do?
I don't know.
How did we get on top of each other? Oh, there we go. Oh shit. And 40 or not, they should get 5-10 years out of him because LA Knight is good.
He's
absolutely
great. He's great. He ain't good.
He's great, man. And look, AJ Styles, they could get more years out of him.
But they won't.
Was only brought back just so he didn't go to AEW. They didn't care that he was Edge and that he broke his neck for his company. He was too old and washed up. And they only brought him back because it would have been bad if he went to All Elite Wrestling. And so I know that Vince McMahon does not like older guys on TV. He even said for himself, he should not be on TV because he's too fucking old. So, what does that go for anybody else if Vince McMahon doesn't want to put himself on TV because he's too damn old? You know what I mean?
Shit pisses me off.
And, hold on, wait. Odd that Grimes ends up teaming with Baron Corbin. No. Cameron Grimes. No. No, bro. I'm sorry. No. What?
Yeah, that's a no.
You want to see Baron Corbin team up with old Cameron Grimes? What? And I love Knight too. If WWE pushed him with more wins, with more on the mic, he needs to be the U.S. champion or the Intercontinental champion. Imagine he was in the progression era.
I agree to both those.
Like, do you think, all right, if LA Knight had been around in the 2000s, I know Vince had more of a clear mind at the time, but do you think his booking would have been better?
I don't know, honestly, because Vince is kind of wacky.
I mean, this is the same guy that gets pissed off at you if you sneeze in front of him. He ate a burrito every day for 10 years and didn't know what the fuck a burrito is. Yeah, I mean, Vince is just a nut job. I don't know what else.
He really is.
And LA Knight needs the U.S. Championship belt or Intercontinental belt. I'd probably put him with the IC.
Yeah.
And that's just because, back in the 90s, that was the workman's title. And that was basically means you're next in line to be the world champion. So I'd like to see LA Knight in that spot. And WWE is not doing anything for Bray Wyatt for years. He needs to join. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jordan, that's no.
Maybe Impact, honestly, because New Japan and AEW, as good as those companies are, it wouldn't be good for his kind of character. You see what I'm saying?
He's a character. Yeah, he's a character. They're wrestling.
And are y'all old enough to talk TKC?
I don't know who that is.
Wait, are y'all old enough TKC? Oh, wait, are y'all old?
Oh, AJ Styles.
Are y'all old
enough?
Yeah, AJ Styles.
I watched TNA from 2007. So I started the last 2 years.
See, TNA
started 2005.
TNA NWA came out 2002. See, I knew what TNA was in 2007. I liked JoJo. I really picked up on it in 2008, but then in 2011 I got out of it because Victory Road, and then fucking they turned Hardy heel. Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff were trying to relive the Monday Night Wars. And out of that, I stopped watching TNA. And then the Broken stuff happened, and I started watching again. And then when Matt and Jeff had left the company, I'd stopped watching.
Yeah, I stopped watching around 2016.
For me, it was 2017. And yeah, Bray should go to TNA. It's all supernatural stuff there. LOL.
I agree.
Exactly, and I know it pays less money. And look, I know Bray's got a fucking heavy contract. He did before he was fired by the WWE the first time. So I understand once you make a lot of money, you don't want to make less money. I get that. But at the same time, if you were going to be able to use yourself correctly as an artist, as a creator, you've got to be able to go somewhere where you can create. And TNA would be the best place for him.
Agreed.
And sorry, I saw that twice, bros, about LA Knight. I meant to say LA Knight can be a new Razor Ramon.
I can see that.
I can see that, yeah, because like Razor Ramon had that James Bond kind of porn star look. LA Knight sounds like a porn star name and has that kind of look. So yeah, I mean, and I'm just being honest with you. But yeah, most definitely for sure. Bray, PCO, Sinister Minister, Rosemary. Oh my God, Bray and Rosemary. Bro, now that would be bad, dude. You know what? Round of applause for you, Blake. And Bray versus PCO would be bad fucking, yeah. Hell yeah. And here we go. Just smoke us off, brother. You got a bowl?
Yep. Yes, sir.
What?
Make sure you guys are liking this video, though.
Leave a like, leave a comment,
smash that button.
Please support your boys. Smash that fucking shit, bro. And you know what? Hit it with Sister Abigail for Bray Wyatt. Hit it with what's LA Knight's move?
What?
You know what? Just fucking hit that like button. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Burn. Oh, you need a lighter? Dum, 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 dum. JoJo's weird. I mean, Joe. No, I'm just playing. Don't take that offensively. Yeah. And here we go, man. 3, 2, 1. My turn. Yeah.
We will be back tomorrow for Revolution 2022 that I was at last year, as well as Wrestling Rumors.
Bray versus PCO has to happen.
I would love
yes,
that.
Sir. And man, tomorrow, Revolution 2022, you are there. I'm sorry,
yes,
I'm thinking Revolution. But Revolution 2022, you were there. And if y'all go back and watch it, and join us tomorrow, watch Chris Jericho's entrance when he gets into the ring and it pans to the crowd. You can see JoJo's face right on there.
I'm doing this.
And you started Let's Go Adam who?
Yeah, dude, I love that shit. I missed it.
Same, bro. But yeah, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. We are out of here.
Pass.
Like the train that could, bro. Yes, sir. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bang!
Yes, make sure you guys leave a like.
Subscribe,
tell a friend, tell a friend. I don't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
Later, brother.
Later, bro.